Alright, welcome back everyone. This is DragonInWhite here and we're back with another episode of Assassin's Creed. It has been a few days, well not just days, a few weeks since I last played. As mentioned previously, I was gone on a trip to Malaysia, and as a result, I haven't been able to play this for at least 2 to 3 weeks, and I have actually pre-recorded all the previous recordings before this episode 2 or 3 weeks prior. Of course, to you guys, if you have been following, well, this episode just comes out after the next day. So this episode comes out on the 23rd, I believe. Yes, 23rd, based on my calculations. And currently it is the 21st of January. Okay. So, before I move on with the main quest, I think I'm going to run a couple of side quests around just to be sure that I get my hands back on the
Many shits like you, I have always behave or I'll have your balls.
yeah, just so I can get my hands back on the game, get used to it again. Okay, there we go. I should get away from this area, I think. Okay, let me just adjust the position of my keyboard.
Poor tangled mass of flesh. To think one human would do this to another.
There we go. Oh, I did not realize I actually stolen stuff. Okay, that works anyway, to my favor. Alright, so as mentioned, I've been gone for a while, and this is the first time I'm recording for at least 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm gonna need to get my hands back on this thing. Can't even quite remember what I was doing previously, but it appears that that's where the main quest starts. So for this episode, perhaps I'm gonna work on getting the viewpoints. It's gonna be a bit of a boring grind, but this grind is gonna be what that helps me get back onto the game. Yep. I think I mostly recall most of the things. Let's see, I can't even remember if I read this out before. Let's see, one of the earliest examples of the Renaissance architecture in Venice. This church was built for the residents of a nearby hospice by the Doge. Buried inside, Cristoforo Moro. Cristoforo presided over Venice's war with the Turks until his death in 1471. He had one son, Dante Moro, who he disowned after Dante lost his position as captain of the Venetian city guard in 1468. Not too long after his death, I must add.
There! On him!
Okay. I need to remember not to press shift. Nope, I can climb on that. Okay. Okay, shift is to grab. It's been a while, like I mentioned. So, my trip to Malaysia, that was actually more of a family trip. Well, not so much a family, I mean a trip to visit family. I have quite a few family in Malaysia, being that actually I was born in Malaysia and my parents were Malaysian, but we migrated to Singapore when I was about 2 or 3 years old. There it is. So my father was a sailor, and when I was young, we would, my family, well basically my mom and I, because it was just me then, would follow my father on board. So in a way I kind of grew up on the sea. So somewhere when I was about 4 years old, we settled down in Singapore, and yep, and that's how I ended up here.
Has he been drinking?
So as a result, most of my relatives are actually based in Malaysia, with a couple of them coming down to Singapore for some business.
Where do you think you're going?
Okay, that was a bit of a joke there, but it resolved pretty well. Oh, there we go. So every time that when there's a school holidays, in Singapore, school holidays generally, the long ones at least, are in September. Not September, sorry. I kind of got distracted there. It was in June and December. So during those periods, normally we will go back to Malaysia for a month or so. Yeah. And after that, you know, I have siblings that came along, and when you get to university or polytechnics, your holidays are actually quite different from that of primary and secondary school. For those of you not familiar with the system, that will be grade 1 to grade 12. I'm not really sure why is there a need for the holidays to be of a different period. Okay, and here's another landmark. Haha. Madonna del Orto, erected by the Humiliati, a penitential order in the 14th century. Madonna del Orto was initially dedicated to Saint Christopher. When a miraculous statue of the Virgin was found in a nearby orchard, Orto in Italian, the church was renamed. The facade was added in 1464. Oh, I do want to climb the tower because, you know, it's useful.
You're not allowed up here. Please. Get down now.
Being able to jump and climb is so convenient. There we go. I wonder if there is all of the viewpoints collected for this area. Yep, that's most of it for this area. Okay, I see nothing holding me back from completing this now then. And just need to figure out where to jump to. I have a feeling that if I swim there, it will be a lot nearer. But I can't say for sure. Let's see. Yep.
The price of perfection is not measured.
We gotta get this guy.
Guard! Stop him! Help! Stay away from me!
There we go. 2 of them! Oh my goodness.
Please, master, take it. Just don't kill me. You are fast, and I'm sorry.
Okay, I kind of lost track of the other one. Not really too sure where he went to. Ah well. Okay, I kind of need to find a place to jump down.
Not you! Hurry, I'm losing him! How long can you keep running, eh? There he is! Get him!
Die? Yeah, he died. Can I jump down? Yeah, maybe I'll just go down gently. jump into the water. I should be getting reasonably near, I believe. Yep, just about 100, well, I want to call it meters. I think it is meters. Oh, those are treasures. Should I? Yeah, why not?
Get him!
Villa chest is full. Maybe I should make a trip back as well. Well, after this, to be honest, I already collected most of what I need to. I don't think I really need much more money. So, yeah.
Another. Well, with all this fun. Fresh caught leech.
Almost there.
Come, distinguished client.
Oh, I gotta go around this thing, huh? Okay. This does make things a bit more tricky. So, tell you guys what, while I navigate this place, perhaps I think it will probably take me some time, so let's do my usual shameless plugs. Let's see if I can remember it all. It's been quite a while, so I'm kind of losing losing touch, I mean. Oh, actually I think I can jump off this way. Not what I intended to do, but okay. Alright, so firstly, as many of you know, I'm the translator of Immortal and Martial Dual Cultivation. So this is a Chinese web novel that is being translated into English by me and released for free on gravitytales.com. So do check it out. It is free to read and it's rather interesting. You may have to survive through the first couple hundred chapters, as the novel takes a bit of time to get more interesting. Also, this is a chapter that's still being in the process of being translated, so chapters are being released consistently. Every day, in fact, I do release a new chapter, and with that, yep, that is the novel for you guys. Yep, as you can see, I'm a bit off my groove already. And next up with the novel comes Patreon. And so basically, I'm not getting paid for my work of the translating. Instead, I have supporters who help support my work and are interested in read. And they support me on Patreon, allowing me to do this as well. And with Patreon, you also get some returns per se, in the form of advanced chapters. You get to read ahead of the public. So if you support me on Patreon, depending on your tier, the amount you support, you get various amounts of advanced chapters. Maximum is up to 41 chapters, and yeah. Why am I finding this place so difficult to get up to? So after that, I have a merch store. If you'd like to support me in another way aside from Patreon, do consider checking out my merch store. The merch store contains merchandises designed by myself, and I have a fulfiller who will ship them to you. Prices are rather reasonable in my opinion. Alright, there we go. All the links are down in the description below. I forgot to mention this.
Uncle Mario? Where are they taking it? Why are you here? Get down! Down or I shoot! Eccolo! Get it! Why are you here? Get down! You are not allowed up here!
Is there?
Have never seen a stranger man, truly.
Where is he going?
How does he do that?
Oh, he actually saw me for a while. Okay.
By decree of the Council of Dead, all cittadini wishing to enlarge their storyteller must first seek planning permission. Incidents in San Polo and its like are to be avoided, and violators will be punished.
Alright.
Good citizens, in its wisdom, the minor
And he's starting to run again. Where is he going?
Hey, what are you doing?
That wine was for the captain of the guard. He'll be furious. Damn. You probably take it next time you apply. Consult the full decree to see if you are eligible.
Okay, okay, I'm losing track, it's going fast. I have enough time to get this, I believe. Bit of a bit greedy in here, but should be fine. He's there.
He's here!
Take him down! Pazienza, ragazzi! I'll drag you to hell with me, Cane. You won't survive any long fashion.
Okay, this is a bit of a problem. I need to catch an eye on my target quickly before I deal with this. Ah, dang it. Okay. So, lesson. Don't get into fights.
You're not allowed up here. Lee, go back down, or I shoot.
Actually, I'm under the impression that I didn't start all the way back again. Can I jump across?
Do not be deceived by those voices seeking to justify his acts. He is nothing but a cold
Nicely done.
Where is he running to?
But you! There is no law but God's for killers such as he. Thou shalt.
I will be the highest quality. Guaranteed. My prices reflect the...
Dang, he's fast.
Held captive by the horrid acts of one man. We must all work together to bring about his downfall.
away!
Can I make it?
The maestro awaits. He will not suffer mistakes. Package it correctly. Do it now.
The Spaniards here? That changes things. If I can infiltrate this group, take the place of the courier, they'll lead me right to the Filio di
Without
Puttana.
being noticed. Let's see, how do I do that? Probably kill the dude.
You belong down. He's here!
Oh, I got noticed. My bad.
Now, don't be shy. I only aim to heal.
I'm sure you did not mean any offense, amigo.
Yep, better to take the cautious method. Okay, that did not count, that's good.
I will kill all trespassers. There! There!
Nope, that didn't work. A better way to do this. Maybe I'm just getting a bit more impatient.
Does there something ail you, friend?
I can't kill
Step
them.
away, come on.
There! Don't
Nope.
God banish your sorry asses!
But too close, I think. Let's try this again.
Come, amici. A weekly bleed.
Okay, I
is part of
think
a
what if
balanced
we enter from this way? This looks more feasible. Yeah, there we go. Anyone up here? There's that dude there. Let me check up here first, just in case. Yep. Take out this guy. That's the dude, right? Yep. There we go. Now I look just like one of them. Ooh, that's quite a lot of money for this. Alright.
Yes, sir.
This is a moment of great importance. Stay in formation. Make this right.
Oh yeah, I gotta assassinate the Spaniard. Well, since I don't want to draw attention to myself, I'm probably just gonna walk slowly with him. Oh, I gotta pick it up, okay. This shouldn't be too difficult, I think.
Stai attento, stronzo.
Oh, this is not as easy as I think it to be.
If you wander off
I'm just
again,
aching
I
for
will
a
have
chance
you
to use
killed.
this weapon. Got it? How many
Okay,
have you killed?
go further away. Where is he?
Ran out of fingers.
Like, dude, I'm dressed like you. How am I a problem?
Bear with me, amici.
But that was rather fortunate that I didn't lose this. Okay, now I know. Avoid the crates. Those are gonna cause me problem. And of all the places, they're just coming in with all the crates. It's like they're out to make trouble for me on purpose.
Non-carrier pigeons are to be shot at will by the populace. A bounty of 1 ducat per 100 shall be offered as recompense for the truly industrious.
Yep, stay clear of the people carrying crates. there he is. Only I can get him now.
You really have it? You were not followed.
Absolutely. Everything went perfectly. We have followed your orders exactly as specified. The mission to Cyprus was more difficult than expected. There were...
Ezio. It's been some time. No. Leave him to me.
Rodrigo. So, where is he?
Who?
Your prophet. Doesn't look like anybody showed up, Rodrigo. How many people have died for these? For what's in this box? And look, there's nobody here.
You claim not to be a believer, and yet here you are. Don't you see him? The prophet is already here. I am the prophet. Now give me the apple.
Come and take it from me.
Is this all you have? Where is the rest of your people?
What people?
You really have no idea, do you? Guards!
Now, go! Whatever this is about.
No! Andiamo!
Can't take us. Ora, go! I'm only visiting. I don't know what's going on.
Uncle!
Don't worry, Nipote. You are not alone.
Olpe? What are you doing here?
We could very well ask you the same thing.
We?
Save your questions, brother. Don't let Borgia leave with that box. Avanti!
Now, you all shall die.
Take him down, Ezio. You're right behind him. My guns are hungers for more skills.
This is pathetic. You cannot stop what is written. What lies in the vault shall be mine.
Look, my friend, our Ezio has become quite a guerriero. Aguzza! You mess with the fox!
What fun! You should do this more often.
This is a losing battle for you, Hombrecito. You will die by my hand, just like your father.
Can I kill him yet? Come on.
This is for my father. Paula?
He's gone, but we have what we came for.
No. I need to go after him.
Do you really now? Or are you here for another reason, my son?
Theodora! What? What are you all doing here?
Perhaps the same thing you are, Ezio. Hoping to see the Prophet appear.
I came here to kill the Spaniard. I couldn't care less about your prophet. He never showed up.
No? But you did.
What?
A prophet's arrival was foretold. And unbeknownst to us, here you are. Perhaps all along, you were the one we sought.
Cosa? Who are you?
Niccolò di Bernardo de Machiavelli. I am an assassin, trained in the ancient ways to safeguard mankind's evolution. Just like you, and each one of us here.
You are all assassins? Paola. Volpe.
It's true, Nipote. We have all been guiding you for years, teaching you the skills you would need to join our ranks. I think it's time.
We have our prize, but there is much to be done. Come, meet us here at sunset.
And only now they induct me into the Assassin's Order? A little late, don't you think?
Lashea waka umutlak bel kulun munkin. These are the words spoken by our ancestors that lay at the heart of our creed.
Where other men blindly follow the truth, remember.
Nothing is true.
Where other men are limited by morality or law, remember.
Everything is permitted.
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Nothing is true.
Everything is permitted.
It is time, Ezio. In this modern age, we are not so literal as our ancestors, but our seal is no less permanent. Are you ready to join us?
I am.
This only hurts for a while, brother. Like so many things.
Benvenuto, Ezio. You are one of us now. Come, we have much to do.
So it looks like all of them know how to jump off. Not really a good idea for all of them to jump in the same hay pile one after another until the other fella comes out. Still, you know, they might have just made it go faster. Right, what's after this? Sequence 11 complete. And we're starting to run a little into overtime, but it's fine due to the nature of all the restarts. Yes, I have taken a bit more than expected.
Are you okay? Do you want to stop?
No, I need to go back. Right now.
Alright, out and in. Not everyone come out to stretch your legs, explore a bit. I mean, what's wrong with waiting for a bit? You were there to go into train after all.
Oh dear.
Sean?
Of course. How could I have forgotten?
You want to share with the rest of us?
Rodrigo Borgia is elected Pope in 1492, which means Ezio's greatest enemy is now also the most powerful man in Italy.
Always wanted to visit the Vatican.
Well, your luck's in, Desmond. Happy days. Because that's exactly where you're going.
Okay, and that's a big leap.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating.
What is it, Leonardo? What does it do?
I could no more explain this than explain to you why the Earth goes around the Sun.
You mean the sun around the Earth?
It's fabricated with materials that shouldn't exist. And yet, this is clearly a very ancient artifact.
The Codex refers to it as a piece of Eden.
The Spaniard. He called it the apple.
Like Eve's apple, of forbidden knowledge. Are you then suggesting that this thing...
Sure, slam down hard on it when you don't know what is it. Could be a bomb for all you know.
This must never fall into the wrong hands. It would drive weaker minds insane.
No doubt the Spaniard will be relentless in his desire to gain it back.
Ezio, you must protect this with all the skills we have taught you.
Take it to Forli. The citadel is walled, protected by cannons, and our ally controls it.
Who is this ally?
Her name is Caterina Sforza.
You don't say. I think I may enjoy this mission. Thank you for everything, my oldest friend.
Leonardo, Ezio tells me you travel off into Milano. I have a grand villa in Toscana. You must come visit me there.
Excellent. No increase in notoriety. I still struggle with that word. Not really sure why. Alright, this is definitely stretching beyond the time which I normally go. Currently at 36 minutes and still counting. And there we go. Finally I get a bit of control. And this is where we'll end it off for today. So we'll see you guys next time. Ciao!